Hey dudes. Hey, I'm installing Skyrim on the PC over there, and while I'm installing it, I figured I'd go ahead and do another video about some more Nintendo Switch clips that are on my old Nintendo Switch. Now, it was raining last time I did the video, so I was thinking maybe I would go back over some of the ones that I had already done, just so you could hear them a little better. For starters, Atali from .hack GU going off, because that's a blessing to humanity. It's so underwhelming. I love it.
We're just trying to make the world a more enjoyable
She's
place.
losing it.
We just want to reach an understanding with everyone.
She did not.
Doesn't everyone feel like being nice to someone sometimes? We want to protect those feelings. We want to be able to protect those feelings.
Totally giving him the business, you know. Oh.
Together with everyone else. We are not here to lecture anyone. Do you get it? Do you understand? Do you, Haseo?
Savage mode.
Please, take this.
And she gives him something at the end of it. She's like, here's my phone number too on top of it. How is he ever going to learn anything? Like, he's so spoiled in this game, in the game series. Alright, what else is this? Now you already seen this, you already seen it.
Yeah, you're right. I guess it would be kind of mean to kick it.
So funny.
That's right. Besides, look how cute it is.
I loved their interactions, their early on interactions, before everything got all emotional. It was great.
I think taking leisurely
Watching them
walks
clash so hard.
is what really makes the gold bird happy. So let's just leave him alone, okay, Haseo?
Okay.
You're right.
Be truly satisfied.
Been in that situation. Yeah, he's a cool guy. I like him. No contest. Freaking level 40, dude. I'd mess her up. I still, I can't believe this, man. It's so crazy what happened. It's like, I was not laughing, though. I was so angry. I was built up to this moment. I was, like, so happy about getting to fight her, and then it just got ruined. They totally ruined this moment for me. Not that I even know who the character is. They just built her up to this moment. Because I hadn't played the first game all the way through. Which I guess this is technically spoilers.
No matter what, there's no reason for this. If you won't look at me.
Natalie. Over there! There he is! The star of the evening!
This is bad timing. There he is, the star of the evening. What's up, buddy? How you doing? Dude, this gives me I recorded this because this gives me Mothership Zeta vibes. You remember Mothership Zeta? Dude, it's like basically Mothership Zeta right after getting Jinwei's shock sword. Dude, he activated VATS.
Gym class.
Gym class?
What is it?
So then, that means,
Hold on, I gotta plug in my charger.
you're in grade school?
Yeah, 3rd grade.
3rd grade?
Oh no.
So you're what? 9 years old?
I think a grade schooler is too young.
Oh, they got him. Savage mode.
Anyway,
Friggin' get him. Mess him up.
go now. Gym class.
Gym class?
Okay, alright. Alright, that's uncomfortable enough. Way awkward. Nope, not awkward enough, I guess. Discord be like,
What are you ladies doing here?
We saw you in town and came after you so we could join up. She's in grade school, right?
What?
We've been watching from
so
the
they've
back.
been stalking him, but they think he's a bigger weirdo for accidentally interacting with a child.
Little girl. You jerk. Come on.
Literally wasn't even trying to pick her up.
Wait a sec.
Just the fact that he
It's a
was seen with a kid instantly makes him a pedophile. Yeah, I just found that kind of rich. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's me. That's me right there. I'm a freaking... I am so good at the game, dude. See, that's why the game was bad, because I'm just so good at it. You know, I'm just such a pro gamer. The game's too easy. Oh, I thought this was kind of neat. The broken texture clipping, whatever. Object collision that doesn't work. Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool, you know. Oh, hold on. Okay, wait. It's more construct videos, everybody. No. Dang it. Alright, here we go. More construct videos. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah, this was the first time I did this. I thought this was pretty cool. I was so excited. I was like, yes, I did it. I was so excited I wasn't paying attention. I just had to record. I was that excited about it. Or, holy crap, did you see how much health it just took away? Okay, never mind. I guess I didn't record it because I was excited. Dude, it took away like every last bit of my health. Oh yeah, I recorded this like not too long ago. I think I'm at the end of my recordings. Totally fair gameplay. Totally not annoying whatsoever. This is what I paid $70 for. Oh yeah, look at how much health it takes away. Totally not tedious or annoying whatsoever. Just really fun gameplay here. And it's such a cool thing that I can integrate my powers into this fight. I mean, this was one of the battles, this is one of the things that they introduced in the trailer for the game. So you'd think there'd be new content tied to it, but it's just kind of just this. This is just tedious, man, just like everything else. It's just a game of doing the same thing successfully over and over and over again. And then most of the time you fail because it's just so on point. You've got to do it literally pinpoint perfectly. Which means you've got to perfectly do the same thing over and over and over again to beat these bosses. And you have to be perfect at doing these things. What's going on here? I'm not quite sure why I recorded this one. I don't remember this one. This one was fairly recently. Hey, you got him. Oh, never mind. I'm dead. What are the odds? Oh yeah, I got good at taking these guys apart. These guys are fun to take apart. Like, I never realized how quickly you can beat these guys if you just take all their blocks off. I guess it does go against what I just said a minute ago. Holy crap, dude! Never ever underestimate the power of a one-handed sword. Like, there's so many two-handed swords in the game, but one-handeds can dish out as much damage as a two-handed sword in half the time. Of course, that's the Master Sword. With the flux core, with a flux capacitor number 2 attached to it, I believe. Look at that, dude, I messed it up. That's the fastest I ever killed one of those, but that's a Flux Construct 1, so it's not like it's that big of a deal. Oh, that's the last one. Oh, I guess that's it. Yeah, that one was recorded really recently. Okay, so let's look at my games. Let's look at my game lineup. I'm gonna go ahead and show you what games I got currently downloaded. These are all my favorites, otherwise I wouldn't have them downloaded. I've got like the biggest memory card with this thing too. These are my game lineup. This is my game lineup. Now, I must tell you, I deleted a bunch of my pictures long before I took this video, long before I took the rest of the videos. There's a bunch of really old videos and stuff that you will just never get to see. Some of them were really good. I uploaded all my best videos to Twitter, though. So if you browse my Twitter feed far enough backwards, you will see some of the videos that I didn't upload here in these 3 videos or whatever. Yeah, they're all linked to my Twitter account. Every one of the videos I've placed here, I've had on Twitter before. So yeah, if you go through my Twitter account, you'll find old content. Now while I'm here, I'm just going to do a quick review on all the games I did play that I love here and why I love them and stuff. Final Fantasy IX, I've never beaten it, but I like the PS1 version of the game. It looked beautiful. I haven't really played this one. I just bought it and haven't played it yet. There is Royal Reverie, and I can't play because of my broken control stick. So I don't know if it's any good. Terraria is good, I guess, but it's just kind of not for me. There's a lot here to get into. It's a lot more deep to dive into than Minecraft. Minecraft's all about the mods. Terraria is all about the getting good. Terraria is hard, like really hard to play. But that's the difficulty and the tediousness of Terraria is also part of it. Like learning the different things in the game, I think. That's what makes it good. And I just haven't had the time to get into it. I have played quite a bit of Final Fantasy VII, actually. I played on an emulator on the PC a long time ago, but I never beat the game. I made it as far as, like, Gear Town or something. The one where you get to meet the big guy's brother after the theme park world. I even got the rabbit monster to follow me. Anyway, I haven't actually played the game past that point, and I wasn't really paying much attention to what was going on. I was just carrying on. Loved the game back then. Figured I would buy it and play it again. I've been playing a bit of it here and there, but with the broken control stick, I move like a slug. So I've kind of been getting out of it. There's Bioshock 2. I actually played this first time on the PS3. Nintendo Switch version, I played it all the way through twice. It's a very good version. I just miss multiplayer, and I'm very mad that it doesn't have it. Dissidia 6. Defiance of Destiny. I watched the whole Dissidia anime series from a long time ago. I even played the Dissidia games on PSP, and I have to say, Dissidia 6 is a shell of what it once was. Dissidia 6 is a shell of what the series once was. It's just a tedious mess of autoplay levels. I mean, it's turned into an autoplay game of just programming the game so it plays by itself. Also, not much of a fan of the lobby music. It sounds fine, but it sounds like it's giving me dementia. I got the game again because it's something I can play on the toilet without thinking very hard. The jokes and humor in the game is good enough, but never enough to actually make me laugh. More like make me roll my eyes with a smile on my face. Dissidia 6, not quite up to par for me as far as Dissidia games go. I'm not too into it, you know? I really don't know what else to say. I find the whole thing with the main character beating the Demon Lord to be extremely inconsistent, to the point where it's just not funny, it's kind of annoying. That's all I'm going to say about it. I mean, it's got flashiness to it, and there's a lot to do in the game. I just don't really care much about doing any of it. There's Subnautica. I rated this on YouTube already. I don't know if I deleted the video. I said it was a 7.9 out of 10, and I mean it. Subnautica is really good, but it's very difficult and very tedious. Nowhere near as tedious as Terraria, though. I'd say Subnautica and Terraria are about the same game, except one's on water and one's on land, and one's a 2D side-scroller. If Terraria was a 3D game, it would feel a lot like Subnautica, I think, except without the rescue context. Dying Light was very good. I played the game for a long time, but broken control stick. So I had to get out of it. Persona 4 Golden, I just can't seem to get into it no matter what I do. I want to do a full playthrough of the game, so I'll be locked in, but I want to finish the games I'm currently playing first. I love the Persona series, and Persona 3 is my favorite game ever. Persona 4 seems like it should be my favorite game ever also, but unfortunately, I don't know what it is about this game. I just can't seem to get into it. I've got literally nothing bad to say. I just don't really care much for the characters, to be perfectly honest with you. I like everything about the game. I just don't know why I don't like playing the game. I don't know what it is. And this is a great port for the game, by the way. The Nintendo Switch port was really good. Bioshock Remastered was a pleasant surprise. Very good port for the game. I really love the museum, too. Very awesome. Bioshock Infinite, didn't really care much for Bioshock Infinite. I beat the game. I hate the plot twist at the end, and to be honest, I don't really care much for the whole entire game as a whole. Now, I'm sure it's good for a lot of people. I could definitely see it being somebody's favorite game, but it's not even close to my favorite. I just love the other Bioshock games a lot more. It feels like they hold a lot more weight to them. The worlds are cooler and more diverse and everything. It feels like Bioshock Infinite was just trying to play around with you, like an adult trying to play with their kid, but they don't quite understand the jokes. So they try to insert their own memories into the kid's point of view, kind of like manipulating the kids to think in a way. That's what it feels like to me, manipulation. Bioshock Infinite is trying to tell me that I enjoy playing the game by giving me a lot more to play with. It's like, okay, so it's kind of like this. It's kind of like the other games don't have to convince me of nothing, they just drop me off into a world where I'm immersed. Bioshock Infinite gives me a bunch of toys to play with, and yeah, it sets me down in the bedroom with all the toys scattered around me and just tells me to play, while simultaneously pointing me in a direction. And that's about it. Bioshock Infinite kind of feels like a playmate, the actual game itself. When you're playing this game, it kind of feels like it wants you to have fun, but it wants you to have fun in sort of directionless, chaotic manner. I really don't know what else to say. Cave Story Plus, best version of Cave Story so far. But it's still Cave Story, and I'm not good enough to beat the final dungeon in the game, so I couldn't unlock everything. It also has seasonal events. So if you like Cave Story, if you like side-scroller games, there's seasonal events, at least as far as I could tell. I know there definitely were past seasonal events, and I really hope there still is now. So this upcoming Halloween and Christmas and stuff, you could see cool stuff in the game that you can't see in any other time. Maybe it's worth checking out. I know the game is great if you've never played it before, and it's pretty cheap. I don't want to spoil anything about it. God Eater 3 is the coolest looking God Eater game out of all of them. Didn't quite care for the characters or the story. I mean, I love the characters and I love the story, but the characters are either hot or gay, as far as I can tell, and I'm okay with either one. I just can't take them seriously. And the storyline is kind of generic and a little bit classic anime. I don't know what else to say. Love the story, love the characters. Hate the story, hate the characters. You know, it's like back and forth to the point where I get into this mediocre feeling where all I play for is the combat. Love the character creation though. I love playing with the character creator. And the bosses are super cool. The generic story is good for if you want like an old school anime kind of vibe. And also if you want to be a surrogate father. Moving on. Splatoon 3, amazing game, bad control stick. I'd rate this game a 9 out of 10 easily. Well, until the server shut down. Until people stop playing it and it stops being played. Also, you have to have Nintendo Plus just to do anything with this game that isn't the single player. You can't even go in stores, you can't draw, you can't do nothing without the Nintendo Plus, which sucks. .hack GU Last Recode, just the name. This game is awesome. And if you never played a hack game, this is a great place to start. You don't really have to play the first game, though it will give you a lot of context. .hack//GQ Last Recode is a fantastic game from the PS2 era. And if you want to instantly jump back into the PS2 era, this is the greatest game for you. And it'll instantly basically tell you exactly what the hack series is all about. Lots of manga books to get into, lots of short series to get into, kind of. The TV shows aren't really that great, but they're good enough. I mean, it's something to check out. It's a great rabbit hole kind of thing. Even the game itself feels like a rabbit hole with miniature rabbit holes in it. Hey, you gotta play the game to see what I'm talking about, though. You play the game, you'll understand. It's like playing in an ARG inside of an ARG. I just check it out. You got to see it just to know what I'm saying. Slime Rancher was fantastic. I beat the game 4 times. I'd beat the game again. I never did buy everything in the game. The game has way too much to buy. I never farmed every single thing in the entire shop. I never found the secret vaults. But I'm still playing it. It's here. That's how good the game is. This game is a calming, relaxing time with fantastic music and tons of ambiance. And when it's all said and done, it's a dead brain zombie game with money farming to no end, and you'll never buy everything. You'll always have something to do. Even at the end of the game, you'll just be making the greatest farm you can possibly make. just for the sake of it. But you'll never be fully done with the game. This is a great relaxing time, and it's very, very easy to get into. Even if you're a grandpa or a grandma, this would still be a fantastic game for you. Persona 3 Portable, this board's not that bad. Not that good either. I would say it's a 5 out of 10. They kind of botched the graphics using AI for backdrops, and the music's a bit staticky. You can get over those 2 points, you're basically golden with this one. Although it doesn't have the extra episode, which wasn't very good to start with, and it does have the female protagonist. Now, just in case you're wondering, the PS2 version of Persona 3 Fez actually did have a female protagonist. It was just in the episode 2, and it wasn't a female reflection of the main character. You play as Aigis. I'm sorry, spoiler alert. So technically, Persona 3 Fez also had a female protagonist. So it's not like this is anything completely new, though it is a complete female transition from the main character. So if you want to play the mirror opposite version of the game, but as a female character, that's what this is all about. The other one's the continuation. Next up is Dragon Quest Builders 2. Dragon Quest Builders 2 is a game I never even got halfway through completing. And if you buy this game and play it, you won't get halfway through it either. This game goes on forever. It's like an adventure with your friends that never ends. You keep building up more and more friends, building empires and watching them get knocked down over again, building up civilizations and watching them go through evolutions, teaching people how to live, love, and learn, how to build and how to destroy, and learning all that stuff yourself while simultaneously inventing new inventions. I really don't know what else to say to sell it. I mean, this game is everything. Everything as far as civilization builders go, as far as Minecraft and, civilization, Sid Meier Civilization and stuff like that. It's anime. And it's kind of annoying with the voice lines. There isn't voice actors in the game, not kind of, sort of. The characters just make like grunts and noises. If you can get past that, this game's pretty good. There's also a lot of dialogue, so you'll be hearing a lot of grunting and moaning. Other than that, I don't got any complaints with this game, although it may go on for a little too long. I kind of kept playing just for the sake of seeing the end of the game for a while there, and you won't see the end of this game. It's way too long. You've got to be crazy to finish this game out. This game has so much to do in it. You start this game. Don't keep playing it just for the sake of reaching the end. Play it for the adventure. If you're a completionist, have fun right now because you're not going to reach the end. Okay, Tears of the Kingdom, I'm not talking about it. I don't want to rip on Tears of the Kingdom anymore. 3 Houses, really good, too easy. It's RTS game, kind of. No, not really. Turn-based, top-down, conquest-style game. It's also got a, third person, like, exploration of the town you can run around in. This game's pretty fun. You should check it out if you like, easy games for babies. And that's the only bad thing I'll say about the game. It's just too easy. I kind of hated the lovey-dovey, snuffy friendship magic kind of feel that the game had for a while there, but eventually I got sucked in, and I started really enjoying it. And this is YouTube, and YouTube is pretty good. I played YouTube for a while there, but I've never completed the game. I don't know how to complete YouTube. To be honest with you, I've tried to get all the achievements, but some of them are hidden. And if you have like a guide or something, or like a hint that you can help me figure it out, I'd love to hear it. I would rate YouTube probably an 8 out of 10 as far as difficulty goes. It's a very difficult video game to beat. You just can't beat YouTube without spending like 100 hours padding all your stats. I would classify it an RTS game. And, yeah. As far as overall rating of YouTube, I would have to rate it a